Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing a reading on Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. And let's get into it. I already pulled some of my word cards off camera because it takes a long time for me to shuffle. And the first card we got is filled with a lot of sadness. She's a Virgo and he's a Libra. I want to know who was filled with a lot of sadness. Page of Pentacles. Good news or monetary matters, setting goals, ambitions, consistency, grounded young person. So I feel like this is Will, especially when it's younger. When this Page of Pentacles, I feel like because he has money or he's the breadwinner, I feel like it was him because I think they've been together for like 20 some years, and I feel like from the beginning he been filled with sadness. Or since Jada's a Virgo, so possibly Jada, because I know when they first got married, she said that on her wedding day she cried. So I don't know. I'm feeling filled with a lot of sadness and emptiness. So I feel like they both lack something from the very beginning. Maybe with Jada, she just wasn't happy with Will. Because she had the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck as well. So maybe Seven of Wands. I don't know if, we ain't gonna get into that yet. I won't ask though. Page of Pentacles. So it don't matter how much money Will gives Jada. I feel like she wants a like a soul connection with a person. Yes, she what keeps her is the gifts, the money, the cars, the house, like the lifestyle. But she's not fulfilled. Like I feel like she likes highly intelligent men, highly intelligent, highly emotional, and she likes out of this world type of connections. You can trust and depend on me. So maybe I'm hearing maybe she used. I feel like maybe she used Will Smith as she took him as like a sensitive, soft man. I feel like she used Will Smith to cover up the fact or cover up her true self. Like I feel like she does like to sleep around with men, and everything in this video that is said is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But I feel like she likes to live a fast life. Like she likes to sleep around with men. She possibly women eat too. Like she likes to date who she wants. Like I feel like she's a hot girl, a city girl like attitude. Then you got the grocery store could be significant. Why is grocery store here? You got the Ten of Wands and the World card. Overload, overburdened, responsibility, stress, burnt out, problems, obligation, struggle, work, completion, achievement, travel, com- completement. I already said that. Victory, reward, unity, wholeness, sense of belonging, fulfillment. So I feel like maybe she feels like Will Smith has a lot of options with women, but it seems like he always stuck with Jada. Then you got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Like it's something about her he can't shake. Grocery store, how? So maybe somebody looks at this relationship as transactional. They both look at this relationship as they both can gain something from it. But it looks like they gonna because in the world card it shows like what do you call them holiday things you hang in front of your door? And it's like a omen. I forgot the I forget. Let me see. A wreath. Yeah, a wreath. And it's in the wreath. It's two people who are hugging each other tightly. So I feel them saying that no matter what they go through, they still gonna be together. I feel like that is true with this Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Wands. It don't matter how toxic this relationship gets, how long, what happens between them, what comes out of the media, even if it's lies, they still gonna stay together. Then you got sacral chakra. So I feel like they both sleep around with a lot of people, and they sleep with people together. You got a big bag, so somebody got a lot of money. A YouTuber. I think Will Smith, like he used to do those episodes on his YouTube channel. Then you got a sneaky bitch. Why is sneaky bitch here? You got the Nine of Swords. Obsessive thoughts, fear, anxiety, negativity, insomnia, nightmares. Nightmares, remorse, regret, guilt, overwhelm, mangle, extinguish, and unhappy. Then you got the Knight of Swords. Big changes, opportunity. So I feel like, I don't know if Will Smith feel like Jada uses her emotions, like she's emotional manipulative, and I don't know if Will Smith is aware of this. Yeah, terrifying. Maybe he even felt like because these Knight of Swords got blood on them. So I don't know if he feel like Jada binded Will to her. Or maybe because you know how people was like, Jada make Will seem like a bitch. I don't know if she purposely does things to get back at him, to embarrass him in public. It looks like it. You got Slade, submissive. Yeah, she looks at Will like there's nothing, there's nothing she could do that they basically make each other's life miserable. And I feel like Jada feels like there's nothing that Will can. There's nothing she can do that Will would leave her for. Because with this Slay, I'm getting like Slay the Dragon. He could possibly have a temper too. He got murdered. Why is murdered here? Six of Cups try to pop out, but you got the Seven of Swords. Murder, stealing, deceit, lies. Murdered. Seven of Pentacles, assessment, evaluation, hard work, paying off, reward, profits, results. So I don't know if somebody put a hit out on somebody secretly. Maybe there's a lot of bodies and there's too much for them to break up anyways, to separate. But you got a Sagittarius and a Three of Pentacles. I don't know if they paid somebody to put a hit on somebody or and I feel like it could have worked because the Temperance represents, shows an angel on here too, bringing in the balance. So maybe there might be something that gets exposed in the future. Maybe a family member they had sacrificed that's might possibly get exposed in the future. Somebody could be coming off an addiction. What is? Dang, this card just flew out on the table. Yeah, but you got the seven of wands here. Talks about self-defense, protective, defensive, determined, standing up for beliefs, assertive, maintaining control. So maybe somebody has a possibly, I'm hearing like perks or oxy. Seven of wands. Somebody keeps this addiction behind closed doors. I don't know if Jada had a miscarriage possibly, with this Eight of Wands. Speed. Possibly, I don't know if Will takes drugs to calm him. Maybe because he has so much to do and so much to keep together. I did it. Will Smith Freedom. I see some harassment charges coming, possibly with 7 people. Page of Wands, Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. He's being watched as well. Delayed news, ideas, inspirations, playing protective. I feel like maybe Jada and Will know people in the legal system who gives them a heads up about things that's coming out. Because in this Page of Sword card is a big cloud and um a cloud and a bird. So something's coming to an end. They're hearing information about something coming out that's gonna possibly put a damper on their careers in life. Possibly another air sign could be talking to them. Like I said, a lawyer. Yeah, something gonna come out. Yeah, a lot of adults. Keep your head up. Paranoid. Paranoid about what? Queen of Pentacles. Why is she paranoid? Jada's a earth sign, but I feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, this is a woman and they paying a woman. Somebody's worried about a relationship coming out with a woman. And this woman could be an earth sign. But like I said, Jada represents earth signs too. So I don't know if Will Smith possibly, I don't know if Jada threatened Will Smith about her talking. I don't know if he paid her to keep quiet. And that's why they get, because this Willis, the world card came out again. They're really working with this Ten of Wands, really working to keep this quiet, this relationship quiet. Could be a Leo, Aquarius woman, possibly a Taurus woman. Or a Scorpio woman. Ten of Wands. This is gonna come in out. Even things with children, sleeping with children. I don't know if they got video recordings of them sleeping with children. Yeah, all of my money. I think allegedly that Jada. I think that I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if Jada's into spiritual things, but I feel like she can almost. That she uses children's innocence or children's blood in her rituals. I feel like you got online money. Why is online money here? Dang, this card just flew all the way over here. 6 of Swords and a 10 of Swords. Walking away after being backstabbed. Turning hope moving forward. Why is online money here? Like I said, they paying people off to keep quiet. Because I feel like something's going to play out on the internet. Six of Wands. Them paying people to keep quiet. They bank statements going to be shown. About this, their bank statement, yeah, that bank statement's going to be shown. And it's going to be, it's going to reflect that they've been sending people money to be quiet. Or possibly sending people heads. Like putting money on people's heads. I'm seeing the strength card at the bottom of the deck as well. So I don't know if Jada kind of gets irritated with Will because, at this moment they could be arguing, or she could be frustrated with him because there's gonna be so much stuff that comes out about Will Smith, and I feel like, cause remember I said that wreath, of two people in a circle together holding each other tightly. In the strength card, this woman is tying together the wreath, but she has roses and flowers on it. But her face is like she's frustrated about fixing it. King of Cups. Gemini. King of Cups. I'm gonna ask about Jada and Tupac, but you got Bad For You, City Boy. I'm gonna just ask now. What was the relationship between Jada Pinkett Smith and Tupac? Because I feel like she's the type to, she would marry a sensitive, soft man, or like a family man, but she likes to have intercourse and live the life. She likes to be, date men who are city boys, like who lives a rough life. I just said that Queen of Wands. She's sassy, confident, independent. Well, yeah, this Queen of Wands, the woman is independent. She sleeps around a lot. Bad for it. I feel like people warned Will Smith about Jada, but I feel like she puts on a good front to the public, or used to. Jada definitely have a side piece, but I asked about her and Tupac. Let me use these cards then. What was the relationship between, confusion just tried to pop out, Jada Pinkett Smith and Tupac? You got true love. Look, true love appears when you least expect it, so she might be dating another man. You got love. Love could conquer everything. But true, I feel like she still yearns for that love, that connection her and Tupac have. Which is why she's not fulfilled with Will. Your connection is external and unbreakable. Yeah, that's why she dwells on the past a lot with her and Tupac. We got rekindled. Every relationship has those magical moments that can be rekindled. Like I said, I don't know if she dates. Like I said, very highly in she likes men with a street mindset. How did Tupac feel about Jada? The star card. He was he did physically like how she looked, her shape. I'm not gonna say it in a sexual way because I don't feel sexual. But I feel like he admired her natural beauty as well. All your dreams are coming true, creativity, opportunities, renewal, hope, faith. He wants her to get the healing she needs. Cause Six of Cups, he feel like this relationship happened a minute ago. You got the Wheel of Fortune, misfortune, chaos, problems, blockages. He he feel like the reason why a lot of what's playing out now is because Jada's still stuck in the past with the Six of Cups with the Star card. I don't know if they in her they messed up. They was friends in her 20s with this Wheel of Fortune. That's why she's having problems with her marriage. Even I feel like her career life. I feel like she looks to heal people, and she feels like that fulfills her. How does Tupac feel about Jada Pinkett? You got the lovers. Be open to fully love and receive. Relationship choices and harmony, affection. So it looked like they kept in contact with each other. They was close, good, close friends. Cause I feel like kind of their relationship was hard to explain. Like if you were asking them to, I feel like they would say it was hard to explain. Curiosity, reckless, mental, and I feel like Tupac could have wanted a relationship with her. It's given like I like the way you think. I admired you for a minute. I kind of, if we're close friends, I kind of want to see where this goes. Three of Cups, but I feel like Jada was aware that Tupac had a lot of women. He's acknowledging it right now with the Three of Cups. The gallery celebration, abundance, support, sharing. How else did he feel about with the moon card? Subconscious states. The moon card represents secrets from the past. Why is secrets from the past here? World card came again. Completion. I Maybe there's childhood energy that Jada hasn't resolved. Maybe abandonment issues. I don't know if one of her parents was I think she talked about that. One of her parents was on drugs. So maybe she felt like she always had to pour into people or wanted to fix people. Maybe Jada grew up in a toxic household where the Three of Cups always partying at her house. Them their parents possibly having random people around. I mean, here's something about her uncle. I don't know if she was essayed or touched inappropriately by her uncle. So maybe they had that type of relationship where they could tell each other anything, and there was no judgment. Like they understood each other. Hold on, I gotta get this card. You got an emperor just shot a hide. So maybe Jada had a absent father. She could maybe she looked at Tupac as like a big brother, like like a family she never had. King of Wands. You have the dynamic energy of a leader, big brother. I mean, I don't know how to say big brother, big picture. Like I said, she could have looked at him as a big brother. Leaders overcoming obstacles. So Jada was aware that he Tupac was a city boy. He got around with a lot of women, but she looked at him like a big brother, like almost like a father figure. He cared for her deeply. Excuse me. Six of Swords. Be aware of what you take with you when you leave. Transition, leaving on, moving on, leaving behind. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe Tupac has some regret on not pursuing Jada. Seven of Pentacles talking about sowing, growing seeds, growing, planting seeds to grow your harvest, but you haven't yet seen your harvest yet. The Fool card. He seen Jada as innocent, really sweet, cared about people. I feel like there was so much for he regret not taking this relationship nowhere. Six of Wands talks about transition and leaving. Before he passed away, maybe there was some harsh words said. But this Five of Swords, harsh communication as well. Victory is not. Sometimes the victory is not worth the cost. Winning at the cost. Winning at all costs, betrayal, selfishness. Okay. So, how does Jada feel about Tupac? Page of Pentacles. Not Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Open yourself to new opportunities and take actions. Opportunities, prosperity, new adventure. Like I said, they both regret not taking this relationship farther. How does Jada Pinkett feel about Tupac? Page of Wands. Focus on my dreams, enjoy the journey, exploration, excitement, freedom. I'm hearing freedom, a freedom writer. So I feel like with this Page of Wands, she feel like maybe Tupac wanted to be feel free and be free of things. Page of Pentacles. I feel like maybe Jada wanted to run away with Tupac. Freedom fighter. A person who participates in armed rebellion against established governments to free people from oppression. Yeah, like I said, Jada like an intellectual man. I feel like Tupac was a humanitarian. I feel like Tupac wanted to be free of the life he was living. I'm hearing free mind. I kind of feel like with the street stuff, possibly the street stuff Tupac was in, he wanted to leave it behind, but he was in too deep with this Page of Wands. He wanted to feel free. I'm hearing free like he felt when he was a child. I feel like Jada wanted to be close to people who think about like worldly things, like into God, possibly freedom, like a free thinker, somebody who thinks outside the box, think of things happening in the world that no one thinks of. I feel like she likes to bring around people like that. She feel like Tupac could change the world with this Ace of Swords is also confirmation. Speak your truth, achieve your goals. Yeah, Tupac spoke his mind. Ace of Wands. Maybe she felt like Tupac created the life he wanted. The way he's a good manifester. So I feel like Jada seemed more in Tupac than Tupac seen in himself. Because I did see the Fool card, and now you got the Four of Wands, transition, lack of support, home conflict. Two of Cups. I do feel like, let me ask. If Tupac and Jada Pinkett, if Tupac was still here, will him and Jada Pinkett been in a relationship? Swords. Seven of Pentacles. I'm hearing it was seeds they planted that they didn't reap. So yeah, I feel like there was a possibility of them being together. Seven of Wands. I feel like, but one of them can make up their mind, and I feel like it was Jada. The Moon card, Five of Cups. Jada can't give to anyone because she can't fulfill herself. The Seven of Cups, a lot of sad and depression. When Jada speaks about Tupac, she's being honest. Like she could have possibly been at. I feel like that's why she partakes in like being. She likes to feel free. That's why I feel like she don't take the marriage serious, as far as being with one committed to one person, because she don't feel fulfilled within herself. So not even in her relationship, she constantly looking for that in other people. So I kind of feel like if they did decide to be in a relationship, it wouldn't last long because Jada can't fulfill herself. It would have showed up in the Tupac and Jada's relationship. How does she feel about him? Ten of Wands. There's always more than one way to do things. So like I said, Tupac was in a lot of things. Like as far as music and the street life, he was burdened by that. I feel like if he could break free, he could. Why couldn't he break free? High Priestess. Maybe he was. I feel like Tupac was spiritual, whether he knew it or not. But I guess he felt like he didn't lean into his intuition or his calling. I'm hearing. Eight of Pentacles. The balance of work and play is important to your creativity. So maybe he didn't take. I feel like a lot. He's very passionate, head over heart. I do feel like he didn't allow emotion. Like I feel like he was the type. If he thought of something, or if he thought of something that he couldn't yet see, he would think that he was. Let's just say, if your mind's telling you not to go this place today, he would just think it was a random thought and not his intuition. But when he would go that way, go there, he would see why that thought came through. I feel like he was just developing his intuition. Maybe felt like he took care of a lot of people, or there was a lot of people that depended on him. Okay, we're gonna be messy a little bit. Was Jada and Tupac ever intimate? I feel like a no, but the Magician, maybe. Temperance. I feel like this deck card was meant for me because in the Temperance card, underneath it says death, which is not supposed to be there. It was a mistake. But I'm hearing possibly. But I heard no, but I'm thinking possibly with this Temperance. But I feel like it almost didn't. I lean more to it. It didn't happen because Temperance talks about having a balance, getting into balance. It's giving me it could have went there, but it didn't. Maybe they kissed. I feel like that's the most that happened. But back to Will Smith and Jada. Yeah, bring her to me. Yet 1111 could be significant in some way. Caught. Why is caught here? Knight of Cups. Romantic proposal, offers, invitation, taking action, gentleman, affection, charm, attraction. So I feel like maybe Will Smith and Jada could run like a cult, like their marriage could be cult like in a way of bringing other people into their marriage. And I feel like the people who date them outside of their marriage, they feel different leaving this leaving. Because let's say if Will and Jada both have partners on the side, their partners feel they don't feel the same after walking away from Jada and Will. Yes, they gain money, opportunities, but Seven of Cups, they lose something. What do they lose? You got trauma, heartbreak. They walk away with trauma, heartbreak, disappointment. Maybe they're into the occult. Yeah, thrill, trafficking. I feel like thrill wands. Moving forward, self-confidence and freedom. The Emperor. They pay like family to these people. Authority, leadership, power, control. Yeah. I feel more towards Will. Authority, leadership, power, control, protection, order, fatherhood. Somebody has control issues. Jada or Will. And I feel like they like getting people who is vulnerable, insecure, or just had a rough life so they can control them. And I feel like they do have people's career as a they blackmail people and they have people's career at the bottom of their hands. I'm hearing they do got have sex parties. Maybe with light skinned or white women, possibly white women with blonde hair. Oh, prostitutes, sex workers. You got abandoned building. Why is this abandoned building here? Man, these grass keep falling to the floor. I feel like they have sex camps. I spoke about sex camps in my other reading, where there's children who are son, specifically white children, white young girls and boys, where they have sex with adults. Yeah, but this I heard from possibly at like in these cults, possible gospel, not gospel, but religious camps. Maybe they trick these kids into thinking they're going to a church camp or something like that. I'm here in Arkansas. I'm here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Yeah, keep the faith. Why is keep the faith here? Three of Swords, heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, removal. So maybe I feel like they do got victims. I'm hearing, but they victim. Maybe these victims were a part of like they agreed to do sexual things, but maybe they didn't. They didn't know what all included in it, like sleeping with children, or maybe these victims were drugged and convinced they was just coming to have intercourse, but they had intercourse with children. They witnessed this. Probably like need hunger. I feel like they possibly could have starved people. Kind of Pentacles and paid a lot of women. They paid off. I'm hearing even like rap girls, popular or IG models. You got snitching. Somebody gonna snitch on them. Like I said, it's gonna be a woman, possibly a businesswoman. But I feel like this gonna be a woman who was could have once been a part of this, or once agreed to certain things they did. Possibly an industry plant. Who's I'm hearing Ice Spice, and Ice Spice is a Capricorn woman. Can you give me any characteristics around this person? Yeah, the lovers. Somebody was in a relationship. Remember I did that reading on the Hindi girl? It possibly could be her with this judgment. Like I said, yeah, in that reading I said Will Smith could have threatened her with this judgment. They could have had possibly 3 bodies pass away, 3 people pass away, or 3 people dismembered or xed out. This gonna come out, but they gonna try to they best. They gonna pay people off to keep it from coming out. Coming out. This 8 of Wands. Possibly people they work with are aware of this. I'm here. Michael B. Jordan possibly. A lot of actors they slept with as well. You got crooked practitioner. So I feel like somebody's doing work to keep things from coming out. They could try to have a baby girl on the way. I know they got a daughter, Willow. So I don't know if the things they partook in goes all the way back to when before they had kids, or they could had a baby girl miscarriage. They could have had a miscarriage that she could have been pregnant with a baby girl and had a miscarriage, or she could be trying to get pregnant or get pregnant now. Like I said, I did in the beginning of the reading. I said Will Smith could have felt that Jada put love spells on him. Something with her blood. You got planned competition. So maybe why is planned competition here? I feel like maybe Jada could have got with Will. Maybe she at one point Jada career was she had more money than Will and had more success, fame possibly. Or maybe she don't like that Will has it more than her now with his King of Swords. I feel like she cause she talks to him nasty behind closed doors. Like telling him he ain't nothing, he's stupid. He don't really if it weren't for her he would have had a career. Stuff like that. Maybe I'm hearing that's why I lost our child. So like I said, I don't know if they had a miscarriage. Because you got the 8 of Wands. And the 9 of Pentacles. Independence, success, stability, security, prosperity, wealth, reward, thriving business. So maybe she I feel like she get angry with Will because her career is not where she wanted it to be, but Will's is. I want to belong to something. I said that something or someone. I said that beginning of reading. I feel like Jada has a problem with always wanting to fix people, and Will could have been abandoned as a child. Somebody could give top-notch head. You got jewelry, wife, hidden in plain sight. You got mental issues. So maybe I don't know if Will got mental issues. Why is hidden in plain sight here? King of Pentacles. I feel like maybe if Will and Jada didn't have money, well, that's kind of if they didn't pay people off, they business would have been out on the street a long time ago. And I feel like King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, like they had both did some things to get where they're at. Jada, I feel like they both slept with people to get money and opportunities. somebody definitely has mental issues. It could be Jada. Anyway, I feel like I'm hearing autism will. Like he could be on a scale, but he could be high functioning. Or I feel like maybe they both have some spiritual entities on them that has them in a trance. I feel like you got car problems and a bubbly person. You got Justice, which he's a Libra. You got Brianna Navy. Why is Rihanna here? I feel like maybe Will Smith likes women that are like Rihanna, like foreign or her complexion. You got strength card, courage and strength, compassion. Take action. Life is moving ahead. So I do feel like I'm hearing Tyler. So I don't know if I kind of feel like their job in industry. Maybe people are X trafficked through them, and it's their job to break them down, or they take part in sleeping with these people so they can give them opportunities. Cause I did a reading of Rihanna being X trafficked. Yeah, copying his ex. Earth sign, she's a Virgo. Yeah, preacher. Want to leave you helpless, innocent. Why is want to leave you? Why is want to leave you helpless here? Five of Swords, Page of Wands. So innocent. There's gonna be a legal situation that comes out about some money. They fought and argued over money too. I feel like that's part of the reason why they didn't separate because they I feel like maybe Will is aware that Jada would want a lot of money out of him. Or maybe Jada feel like if she break up with Will will leave her with nothing. So if whoever takes somebody to court, they're not gonna be getting what they expect out of it. I feel like the other person will be deemed as innocent. Yeah, clean house, cheap, you are safe, came here illegally. Stop. Getting a new car. Something about a car. Why does car keep these cars just I'm sorry. Sometimes the victory is not worth the cost. Why? So they give people things. And when they give people things, they expect uh, favors out of these people. Why does car keep showing up? Seven of Cups. Somebody could possibly get a DUI. Why does car keep coming up? Somebody's gonna have a situation about something with a car. Somebody could be drinking and driving. Could be one of their kids, or possibly somebody's gonna be high in their feelings, and that's gonna cause them to drink, and they're gonna end up driving. But I feel like if this goes to court, they will be found innocent. Yeah, brothers, fire sign. Who is this fire sign? Sun card. Leo. magician. You do got physical touch. I don't know if, like I said, with some children, I don't know if one of their children was sexually touched by like they say if Will Smith got a brother. I don't know if one of their kids was sexually touched by this brother. He could be a Gemini or a Leo by a family member possibly. You got going broke, going along to get along. Scorpio could be significant. I think Willow's a Scorpio. You got a Aquarius. Aquarius came out in the last reading with this woman. So I don't know if they paying this woman not to talk. You got I love taking from you is easy. I feel like that's Jada with Will. You got hair grabbing. So I feel like I don't know if Will and Jada get into a lot of physical fights. I don't know if Will snatched her hair, which is why she had to cut it off. Yeah, plotting to cheat on you, not the father. That costume. So I don't know if Jada got pregnant by somebody else. Who is this person? Five of Cups. She had a miscarriage. That's that miscarriage. Hope reaching out for help, healing. This is somebody she stepped outside Will for. Just Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords. She might plot to cheat on Will and she might get pregnant. You got a bitch, not getting any sleep, a lot of chemistry. Utah could be significant. Starving children, I just said that. I'm lying to you. Strangle. Like I said, I don't know if they get into physical altercations. Yeah, he take care of all the bills. I don't know. I almost got these bills I looked at as pills. Like I said, I don't know if Will or Jada takes pills. The 9th, 19th, or 29th can be significant. Somebody could be going to jail. Somebody around them, South America. Something bad coming to they got things coming out about them. I still think and dream about you. That's that Tupac energy. Somebody crown chakra could be off. Charges coming soon. Capricorn. Coming from the house. Let go of control. People trafficking, rude. Pretty girl, wigs. Stay away from him. Silence, love at first sight. Okay. How does Will Smith and Jada Pinkett feel about each other? What is between the two? These are celebrity oracle cards. Then I'm gonna give it to the you got reconciliation. Learn to reconcile with yourself. They both need to work on that. I feel like they don't know. They truly don't know. Even at their age, they truly don't know who they is outside of everybody else. Like I feel like they both drown each other. I feel like Will drowns himself in working with other women to deflect what's going on inside. And Jada, like I said, she feel like she heals herself through other people, but I don't feel like she could please herself by doing that, actually. Yeah, cherish, protect your relationship well. There will be some stuff coming out. I feel like that's it. Let's see. Why does these cards keep falling? Yeah, moment. Think of a special moment that brought you and your partner a lot of joy. I feel like that was a long time ago. I'm here like 10, 15 years ago. Okay, these last cards. Observe. Notice all the noteworthy things in your relationship. Openness. Be open to receiving divine guidance in relationships. Challenge. All true love connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. I kind of feel like they don't even spend enough time together to get through these problems. Okay, let's get into tarot. How does Jada feel about Will Smith? The lovers. So, she feel like they're a good force to reckon with. He Jada is in love with someone else, or Jada catches feelings with other people easily. Like she could be the type to have like a wandering eye or fantasize about other men. But the lovers, she feel like they're a force to reckon with. Ten of Pentacles. It's a lot they built together. A lot of money. They got 2 children. I kind of feel like maybe Will Smith wasn't there when Jada had. I'm hearing the smallest son. I'm seeing the smallest son, Jaden. Ace of Swords. I feel like I feel like Will could express himself a lot to Jada, and I feel like he's kind of tired of having the same conversations with Jada. Maybe he feels like when he opens up and say how he really feel about the relationship, it goes nowhere. How does Jay smell like? How does Jada feel about Will? Like I said, she dwells a lot in the past. Knight of Wands. She likes adventurous men. Like I said, I don't feel like Will Smith spends a lot of time at home, which is why she sleeps with a lot of men. It's partially why she sleeps with a lot of men. I feel like Jada's the type of the more time she spends with herself, like the more the more time she spends alone, the more her mind wanders about what life would be. I feel like she do this a lot. Think about what life would be if her and Will weren't together. Page of Wands. I kind of feel like, in a way, she kind of does regret the way she lived her life young, or before her and Will got married. She dwells on who she used to be. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. She feel like she is here for the money. But she feel like with this Page of Cups, she helped Will. I feel like Jada, she would marry a rich man, but maybe she's the type to fall in love with a broke dude who really doesn't have much, but he's emotionally talented. He knows how to talk to her. He knows how to listen to her. Maybe she feel like Will brushes her off. Or maybe she feel like Will feel like her role isn't important because she's not the breadwinner. But I feel like Will Smith is a traditional dude. A traditional man. Eight of Swords. she feels trapped in this relationship. She truly do. But she only trapped in her mind. Like I said, she got to work through feeling fulfilled. Knight of Swords. So maybe in terms of this marriage, because I don't know if she was pregnant when they got married, which is why she agreed to marriage, because she didn't want to be alone. She's aware that Will Smith talked to other women as well. Five of Wands. Especially when he travels. I'm hearing, especially during Corona. Because I'm seeing these people with these masks on as well. I feel like Jada's lonely in his marriage. Tower moment. Tower card. Jada definitely has, I don't know if her father didn't play a part of her growing up. She looks for that with men. Like, it's like she feel like she should have a man like who is like Will, but I feel like her heart is somewhere else. Like, I feel like it's giving, like, when you're like a young girl, it's like a dream to be with a rich man, but when you finally get that, you kind of question why you even wanted that in the first place. I feel like that's where she's at. That's why this relationship is how it is, because they both are not healed. They both truly don't know what they want either. This is mainly about her. So that's that Nine of Swords energy. But her being sad, and I did say that maybe Will Smith feel like Jada uses her emotions to she uses her emotions to kind of guilt trip him, or in a way she kind of make it feel like Will Smith's problem of why she's the way she is, but it's through the past issues that she has yet to heal. How does Will Smith feel about Jada? She's a lot to deal with this Knight of Swords, like Four of Swords. I feel like he gives her a lot of space because she truly don't know what she wants with this Knight of Wands. He definitely see her as a strong woman who's been through a lot. But maybe she doesn't know how it feels to be in a healthy relationship. I do feel like she grew up in a toxic kayak. I'm sorry, my man is everywhere. She grew up in a house full of chaos with this Page of Wands. He sees her as like a teenage girl. Like, as far as obviously, she's a grown woman, but she's still in search for that thing, like that one thing that he cannot give her. I feel like that. This one piece she feel like she's missing within herself. He's acknowledging it here. How does Will smell like Jada? I'm here. She's a sweet girl. Eight of Cups. Maybe he feel like he's acknowledging that maybe it will take for Jada to be single to figure out what she truly wants. That's why he possibly gives her a lot of space. How does Will Smith feel about Jada? Seven of Cups. She could have an addiction problem. It's coming out on her side how he feels towards her. Seven of Swords. This is sneaky energy too. Sticking around with other men. He feel like Jada has, like, looking at Will's perspective, he feel like she should be happy, like, with the money, with the lifestyle, with her family life. But it's given like she doesn't know what fulfills her, like what makes her happy. How does he definitely feel like Jada has fought for this marriage with his judgment card. She definitely had a miscarriage with this three of pentacles. I feel like maybe he is aware that Jada is bisexual. Bisexuality came out on Will Smith other reading I did with him independently. High Priestess secrets with this three of pentacles. Who she works with. She likes women. I feel like if Jada was to marry a woman, it would be better for her. Maybe because she is the hermit. She does watches what people say online about her, or people critiquing her marriage, or the things she has said in the past about her being in an entanglement. I feel like she really is lonely and to herself a lot. I feel like, yeah, like, I feel like her being in a relationship with a woman would suit her better than being in a relationship with a man. Because, especially a woman who is sensitive, who expresses themselves, because it seems like she likes people who are very emotional, but it looks like she needs somebody with a balance of both, like head over heart, like a emotionally intelligent person who would like sit down with her, listen to her cry, get her shoulder to lean on. I'm not listen to her cry, but be there for her. But I feel like, in a way, Jada does open up, or maybe she keeps a lot of stuff to herself. But even when even if she was to find that person who she could cry with, pour her heart out to, I feel like she needs an actual therapist. Okay. What's to come for Will Smith and Jada? Three of Swords. You might see them separate, like live independently. Five of Swords. Yeah. I feel like they recently had an argument, or they're going to have an argument where it's going to force them to realize that they need to move on. Page of Wands. I feel like even fighting in front of their children. Six of Pentacles. Maybe it got to a point where their children feel like they had to pick a side with this Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. There will be a point where Jada and Will got to account for the things they did and the pain they caused for other people. With this Ten of Swords, and the news is going to come out regardless if they try to stop it or not. With the Seven of Swords, definitely secrets around women and children, or even bisexual man. The Magician, the Fool. they gonna be actively working to create other illusions. Like I see them doing some marketing to cover up what's gonna come out. I feel like there's even people who stop working with them because they have an idea of what's gonna come out as well. Bless me. You got the five of Pentacles. They could be struggling financially. Maybe their accounts are gonna be froze, and they maybe they into money laundering. I don't know if they're not getting booked for acting roles. Maybe they're spending more than their more money than they are coming in. Let me get a Moonology card for them. God, can you give me one card for Will Smith and Jada? You got the Dark Moon, the past, and you got synchronicity, the moon moment. So I do feel like they're gonna have to. They're trying to stop something from coming out, but I'm giving it to next. From now until, like, I'm giving it a whole year from now. The Dark Moon. Okay. You're ready to leave something behind. Fear is stopping you from moving forward, but there is nothing to be scared of. Something in your past needs to be released. It could be a perceived failure, a relationship, a fear created by something that happened to you recently and a long time ago. It's holding you back. An important distinction to make: the dark moon energies of this card are dark. As per the expression, the darkest before the dawn. That's the darkness we're talking about here. So when this card come up, you are in a preceptic of some kind. Either you fall back in the past or you decide to call your energies back to you, into you, so that you no longer have a part of your energetic body stuck in the past. The energy around you now holds the literal awesome power of the dark goddess, whom we were all taught to fear, but who in the truth help us to break with the past. Clear out negativity to make more space for something new and better. That's the message of this card. Your dreams about the past are a clue to your situation. You are about to turn the corner at last. It's dark before dawn. There is nothing more to fear. Embrace your power. So I'm going to leave this here. And thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. And 14 could be significant in some way. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm no longer taking reading suggestions because it's hard for me to keep up with them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do, because I do feel called to do readings for some people and before things happen. So that's how I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching and supporting me.